This 1947 conference looked at various aspects and areas of education in this young country of Pakistan. Let us see what the agreements really meant for this nation. As a summary of what we've already talked about, let us look at these 10 strong points or recommendations or objectives of education as the conference called it. The preservation of Nazaria Pakistan, and that was based on the Islamic principles, on the Islamic ideology, on the two-nation theory. Maintaining that and strengthening it was seen as a core objective of education in Pakistan. The Islamic ideology could not be lost, should not be lost as Pakistan developed its educational system. Two, training for good citizenship. It was not simply good enough to educate individuals, it was good to educate individuals and make them into good human beings, make them into contributing individuals of the new Pakistani society. Where would Pakistan be 10, 15, 20, 30 years down the line depended on the kind of individuals Pakistan's education system would produce. Three was training for democracy. Because democracy cannot survive with an illiterate population, it was imperative to look at how do you train individuals to be democratically responsible towards the country. And education was seen, primary as well as adult, at both the extremes, was seen as a key focus if this target was to be met. Urdu was to be the medium of instruction. These people in 1947 realized the importance of this language for the new nation of Pakistan. Okay, and so they promulgated that Urdu be made the medium of instruction, but they also foresaw that at that time in the Pakistani society, materials in Urdu for education were not sufficient, were not enough, in many cases were not even there, and they would need to be created. Keeping that in mind, they recommended that the inherited English medium system of education be abolished slowly over time, as you probably would begin with grade 1 and 2 and develop materials for those classes, get rid of English from there, then work on grades 3 and 4, and over period of years, maybe 5, 6 years, have the entire range of school subjects in the Urdu medium and then do away with English. So these two, the introduction and maintenance of the Urdu medium of instruction with the slow abolition of the English medium of instruction was seen to go together. They could not have worked independently. Primary education was to be compulsory for all. And as we saw earlier, primary education was now up to class 5. And so at least 5 years, and if you put in the kindergarten, 6 years of education was seen to be compulsory for all children. And all children that were of the age of being in school needed to be in school. It was compulsory for all, not only for those who could afford it. Religious education was seen to be compulsory as well. Since Pakistan did come into being based on the Islamic ideology, it was imperative that young children in the Pakistan culture and society learn about Islamic education. Reorganization of technical education was seen. Technical education was seen as an important part of education because, as we said earlier, all young people were not going to become doctors and engineers. You needed the other individuals also to run the different works of society, and therefore this conference even looked at technical education and what areas of technical education could young girls and boys be provided with. Promotion of national unity. Yes, Pakistan was a jigsaw of 4 provinces, but The four provinces were seen as the entire nation of Pakistan, and therefore it was imperative that through education we promote, provide, and sustain national unity. We are Pakistanis first.